doctors are sounding the alarm about a troubling trend, the increase in colorectal cancer cases among younger adults.
That's right. And now this morning, one local father is sharing his story. Our Joe Ripley is here with how early detection saved his life.
Yeah, Adam Keating was just 41 years old, guys. He had no history of colorectal cancer in his family. He ate healthy, he worked out, he did everything right. But a bombshell of a diagnosis changed his life forever.
Adam Keating lives for his family, seeing historic sites and hitting the high seas with his wife Lauren and their 2 kids.
Family is literally the linchpin and pinnacle of my life, the cornerstone of my life, along with my faith.
His family and faith kept this 41-year-old going, even when something inside felt wrong.
And this is the last thing I thought I'd be having to worry about the first quarter of this year. I'm active, I'm healthy, and it kind of took me by surprise. I had symptoms, I'd say, the last 6 to 9 months, some changes in bowel habits.
After seeing a gastroenterologist, Keating got a colonoscopy.
They found a egg-sized tumor in my colon, and it was removed about 2 weeks later.
Surgeons had to remove the tumor and 10 inches of his colon, which would not have happened had Keating not gotten a screening.
30 years ago, about 11% of all patients with that disease were under the age of 54. Now it's up to 20%.
Dr. Wally Curran, chief of oncology at Piedmont Healthcare, says 150,000 people are diagnosed with colorectal cancer in the U.S. each year. Despite advances in care, about a third of those patients die from the disease.
Any blood in the stool should alert a call to your physician. Change in difficulty in evacuating, change in the appearance of your stool.
Keating has to undergo yearly colonoscopies now, but that pales in comparison to getting to spend the rest of his life with the ones he loves.
It narrows your focus 100%.
Now to get a colonoscopy is 45 years old, though if you're at higher risk, you might have a family history, or maybe you've been exposed to radiation, you might need a screening much earlier. In Georgia, it's worth noting about 60% of folks who should be getting screened actually are getting those screenings. So still a lot of work to do. That's a big gap.
Yeah, a lot of people remember the actor Chadwick Boseman, who died at 43 with colon cancer, and I know that woke a lot of people up, but if you have a family history, if you notice something is wrong, you got to get screened.
The earlier you do it, the better chance you have of survival.
And what I love here is he listened to his body. Even though it took a little while, it just kind of shows like something was off, go get checked out immediately.
And a big shout out to his wife too, who really urged him to go get things checked out. Who knows where he could have been right now, but we're glad he sought out the help.
Yeah, we certainly are. Joe Ripley, thank you. An important story for us this morning.